Power on. Select your players.
Pierre, Sarah, Glenn.
Select your topic.
Games.
Select your format.
Entertaining podcast.
They're called the Button Boys. So make some fucking noise. 'Cause they're gonna talk about video gaming and stuff.
Button Boys.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Knopfbuben. Ich heiße Angela Merkel und hier sind Immanuel Kant und Franz Beckenbauer. Willkommen.
What a
Really?
lineup.
Really good.
Right? Yeah. A-list.
Angela
Merkel,
Did you just read that off your phone?
There were a couple of crib lines of what our names were. Other than that, the German was still up in a... But wir sind die Knopfbuben.
Wow.
With a Knopfbuben.
Booben.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun,
Off-Buben.
isn't it? Yeah. That's more like Button Lads. It's a bit more. It's a bit more
Off-Broadway.
informal. It's
Off Broadway.
Off Booben.
Yeah, off.
Yeah. It was such a big hit off Booben. They're putting it onto the boobs now.
It started off Booben.
Yeah.
Now,
Real fringe Booben. Yeah.
now it's just on Booben.
How are you both?
I've had to delete Codewords off my phone.
Hey,
Oh,
that's a big step.
no.
Well done.
I got so many of the achievements,
You got
and I
them,
was chasing
yeah.
like a 90-day one, and it got to the point where I was like,
Like Duolingo.
yeah. And I just got to the point where I thought, I'm thinking about this more than my family.
Yeah.
The moment a game forces you to clock in, like I hated like clocking into Duolingo and being sort of like, right, time for my shift at the language factory.
I've got such an acrimonious relationship with Duolingo right now. And
You still do it?
No, I've stopped.
Right.
And every time it messages me like this, the marketing is so sassy. And it's like,
Yeah.
come on, we're sick of this now. Do your French lesson. I'm like, fuck off. I would have done it, but not because you've said that now.
Yeah.
I'm done with you.
I had 1 week ago. Well,
I would rather die than do my French lesson.
after a couple of weeks of Duolingo and not logging in, it went, clearly these notifications aren't working. And it was like, correct, fuck
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
bye,
Yeah.
die owl. I'll keep twisting your fucking head till it comes right off like a lid.
Sometimes they do this thing and it's capital letters and it's please do your lesson.
It makes you feel like it's bespoke.
If
The owl is texting you.
If that was a person, I'd call the police.
Yeah.
I would call the
If
police.
you'd hired a
Duolingo
French,
tonight, Queen?
Yeah.
Duolingo tonight.
if you'd hired a French teacher and they texted you like the owl, like a private tutor or something,
Yeah,
and they were just texting you with a sadder and sadder face.
At least they'd have the decency to say, s'il vous plaît. It's just fucking annoying.
Yeah, how dare you text me in English? That's the one I already know.
Yeah.
Do you ever just as a bit of a treat, just to learn Duolingo in English? Sometimes that feels really good. You're like, I know this one.
Imagine if you get
My
it wrong.
grandma lives in the shops. And you just type it out in
My
full.
grandma lives in the
Yeah. I think Duolingo is a game.
It is a game.
It is 100% a game.
You
I
can
don't-
get gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you
fall
learn
out of leagues.
Damn thing from it.
In fact, exactly. It's gamified. You acquire things and it's useless in real life. That's exactly what a game is.
That's
It's
a game,
Yeah.
baby.
We're going to start with apologies, corrections, clarifications. 'Cause
Yes.
Sarah, you would like to come clean
Well,
about something.
a while ago, I did a call out saying, what is the game? What was this game I remembered from my childhood with a big sort of sea creature that comes through a boat? And then I think I was describing the gameplay as it continued and it was sort of chopping off limbs and things like that.
Yeah.
I've mixed two games. So I think,
You Jeff Goldblum the flied it.
yeah, I did. I fused them together to make a monster.
We
And-
thought you meant God of War, first God of War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had dinner with my cousin the other night and he said that I have fused God of War with Shadow of Rome.
Right, okay.
Because
And
there
those
was a mixture of comments on
Two
those
games. Yeah, I think a lot of people said, could be this, could be that. They're both right. Everybody's right together.
That's nice.
Yeah. It is really good to have somebody that I can go and clarify my past with. Also, my cousin is a listener. His name is Jack. Hello. And he has been telling everyone about this podcast. And he was like, I love it so much. He was like, I'm so, he's subscribed to Patreon. He was like, I'm so into it. And
You
then
make your relatives pay.
I did. I was like, I will send you a link if you want. But he was like, that's fine. And then he was like, and then it dawned on me why I love this podcast so much, and because people have been talking about how you can use AI to make your like perfect podcast. And he was like, yes, it's a combination of things I'm interested in, specialist subjects I care about, and anecdotes from my childhood.
It's tailor-made.
Yeah, literally.
What a specific experience.
Couldn't be more perfect. He was
Wow.
like, "There's nobody is ever going to like this podcast as much as I do because it's not their specific family member telling stories from their life."
I also think think it's quite a nice, refreshing thing for your cousin because he gets to experience what his cousin gets up to when they're not in the room.
Yeah, it's horrible when we hang out now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
well, the other day, and he'll go, I know.
In the same way, I'm always intrigued as to what my cousins get up to when they're not in the same room as me. In the same way, I want to attach a GoPro to a dog. I'm like, what do you get up to?
They cease to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an NPC where you sort of go, they'll be waiting for me in the shop when I get back. They absolutely will be.
They live there.
Yeah.
I could go there at 1 a.m. and they go, hi.
Yeah.
Would you like some arrows?
How's your aunt?
You go, cool. I didn't know. Sorry, I was burgling. Hi.
Yeah, but it's so much more alarming when they don't mind that you're in their home in a game.
They're
Oh,
so
I'll
fun
make
with
you a stew.
They
And you go, "No, no,
they say Merry Christmas every time.
You go, hang on. Yeah, you've broken into someone's house and all they tell you is a rumor they heard about a wizard.
Yeah.
This has worked. I'll never burgle you again. That's a horrible thing to hear. As I'm desperately just trying to go, there's got to be some cheese I can eat
I
here
just wanted to
somewhere.
smash your vase.
I just wanted to smash everything you own.
I just wanted to roll into your vases, though.
Someone's in bed and you just hear some crashing downstairs and you're like, that's a fucking bug. I'm going to have to tell them a rumour about the wizard again.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back up in a second. honey.
You put your wife back, no, lie down. I'll sort this out. You go downstairs. Have you heard that there's been a sightings of a unicorn up on the... Okay,
Your wife
cheers.
is,
Yeah, cheers. Back to bed.
And it's just a burglar who's furious that your ornamental vases were empty.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Why'd you smash my vases? Well, I thought they'd be full of jewels.
There's nothing in here, you fuck.
I live in a thatched cottage in the woods. You thought my vases would be full of jewels? Well, the last ones were. Where? One of my neighbours. In a house where the walls are made of shit. Why would... But we got a lot of engagement based on that. A lot of people writing comments and being interested in which game.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad to do a sort of a big reveal at the end.
I also am trying to remember a game.
Ooh.
And it has a blue hedgehog and an Italian plumber. And I don't know what it was. And also it was in World War II.
What could it
It's
be?
a real head scratcher.
So-
what do you think?
Yeah, write your rage in the comments and help us become
Yeah.
a viral video. what an empty existence we'd
We're
have.
never going to get it.
What a weird dementia gaming podcast we'd have to run where each week we can't remember a game and you have to guess. It's the only way to drive up interaction.
And it had a fast blue hedgehog and an Italian plumber, and it was in World War II.
Definitely in the same game.
Yes,
If
yes.
only a very helpful, furious man
Yeah.
would just write in the comments section.
Yeah.
I've been playing something new this week. This was something that was on my list of most anticipated games for the rest of the year. Strange Antiquities came out. The shop-based game, the sort of shopkeeper-esque sort of sim, where you're given a storefront and customers come in and you work. You're the apprentice of a thaumaturge.
This is a part of your general love for
this-
any game that makes you feel like a retired former civil servant, like Terry from the thick of it, because you love the shop where you sell tea, you love the other tea shop simulator.
Yeah, Wanderstop.
It's a lot of tea stuff.
And this is the antique shop simulator.
This is kind of an antique shop where basically what happens is customers come in and they're like, hi, I'm a bit worried about werewolves potentially breaking into my home. I need Hunter's Bane. And you're like, what the fuck is Hunter's Bane? And on your shelves are just loads of weird equipments, skulls with earrings. I mean, sometimes there's a wooden totem and other times it's bottles filled with weird liquid. And you flick through your big thaumaturge book and it says Hunter's Bane usually comes in a jar that has a pebble in it. And you're like, okay, right. So you look over your shelves and each object you can pick up and then you can choose to listen to it, to feel it, to look at it. And it gives you your various observations and you work out which thing it is and you give the right object to the right customer and then they leave. And you gradually fill out this big encyclopedia of adding labels to all your products and you're basically listing all your goods.
How many things can you do with the jar?
You can do about 4 things with the jar.
Listen to it.
Listen to it, touch it, look at it. I think you can smell it.
Yeah?
I think you can smell the jar. You can do this with any object. You can do this with customers as well.
Can you
look at
dig
a
in
customer,
it?
You can smell them.
Yeah.
You can give them just a little lick.
Yeah.
Can you put your dick in the jar?
No, because I don't think you canonically have a dick in the game.
DLC.
There's going to be DLC, yeah. Strange Antiquities.
Yes.
What I really like about
feet, dick in jar, tit in pot. and
Eye of Newt.
Eye
Those
of
weird,
Newt.
weird recipe-based things.
Yeah.
What I like is if you get someone's order wrong 3 times, then you go a bit insane.
Yeah.
I think it's the funniest bit of the game.
The customer goes, "There's a dick in this jar."
Then you have to play a weird dice game in order to basically get your sanity back. Otherwise, you have to reset and do the whole day again. I know, it's a very strange
Imagine
MacGuffin.
if the shop owners did that.
That's what I mean. Like when I was like 20 years old, I had like a weekend job at a restaurant, and it'd be really weird if I got a customer's order 3 times and the chef suddenly finds me like in the fridge. I don't know what happens. Is that I got the Chateaubriand wrong 3 times, so I'm just playing Yahtzee on my own until I get my sanity back.
until I'm allowed to leave the
You're
fridge.
not allowed to leave the fridge.
But I feel like that if I mishear someone 3 times, and they go, I say, and where? What was your name? Sorry, and they go, oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. What was it? And they go, you go, I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind.
Yeah.
All I can hope to do is shoot myself in the head, pray that reincarnation is real, and I end up back in my own body, and I live my entire life up again to this point and meet them again.
Yeah.
I'd love it if the Borderlands thing happened where you mishear it the 3rd time and something comes up saying, "Fight for your life."
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, you basically
You just
fail-
grab them by the lapels. What the fuck did you say?
It's the only time you actually fail a speech check in real life, like in
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate or something
Yeah.
like that. It's humiliating. I really recommend Strange Antiquities. It's really, really great fun.
Was this one of your...
This was one of my anticipated 3. Now, at the time of recording, 2 of our games are out so far. Chronos: The New Dawn,
Yeah.
which has launched with a Metacritic overall rating of 77. It's not bad at all. It's not too high.
It's gone down.
Yeah. Strange Antiquities, it's only about 5 reviews in so far, but that's launched with an 82. So just about in the lead. However, by the time you're listening to this at home, Ghost of Yote comes out today, which was one of mine. Baby Steps, which was one of yours, will
Big
be out by
day.
this point. Goodbye Sweet Carol, I think, is out very, very soon. Kingmakers, I think, is out next week. That's one of yours. So we're going to be keeping an update of who has technically got the best taste in the autumnal games.
I have a new game that I haven't touched yet because is this something that anyone else does? I bought it when it was a beta thing because I love and miss Age of Empires.
Sure.
And it's called Fertile Crescent.
I've not heard of
And
this.
it looks like Age of Empires in a slightly...
You've not heard of this? Sorry,
it's
we
like
must ring a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never thought we'd ever find a game you've not heard of.
Oh, there's plenty. I hadn't heard of the fucking Loch Ness one that you found on Steam.
Yeah,
the
I
Loch
think-
Ness hentai or
I
whatever
think-
it was.
That's the Glenn hasn't heard of a game.
I will
about.
give a speech.
Yeah, to be fair, the Loch Ness thing, I don't think many people have heard of that.
I'm really intrigued by it. I do want to look it up.
Sorry, Pierre.
No.
carry on.
It's kind of a 3D, simple-ish looking Age of Empires thing. There's farms and there's a town centre, and it's very
We're
similar.
looking down diagonally.
You're looking down diagonally. You're building farms. It's set in the Fertile Crescent, and like so Babylonians and Assyrians, and, the start of civilization and cities. And I downloaded it a while ago, but it was very simple. It was like 1 map and 2 teams.
Was it in like early access?
Yeah, and development. And I thought, I want to buy this to give the developers whatever money they get from me buying it, but it's not cooked yet. So it feels like I've been leaving a game in the oven.
Oh, not but like really long term.
Yeah.
Cleftico.
And every now
It's
and then,
game Cleftico. That's in there for like fucking 6 hours.
just like it's game brisket.
Yeah.
So I'm treating the game like a brisket.
Right. Okay.
If you take it out and it's not been in there for 8 hours, it's impossible to.
Yeah.
So
Your
every now and
game
then,
meat is going to fall off the bone.
gonna fall
by
this
right off the bone,
game's
yeah.
going to be so tender
Yeah.
and juicy.
Castle's going to just fucking collapse. Yeah.
Every now and then I go on the Steam page and I see like another like update and quality of life thing, and I go, perhaps today.
Yes.
So I soon, I think.
Right. Okay.
Soon.
Yeah.
Give it a big
But just
sniff
not
and go,
quite
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played an early access game? I've got like a rule of no early access
Once, and it was just a bit like doing a job for free.
because you're helping them out work out what's buggy and what isn't, or
Yeah, and it was particularly buggy and early. It wasn't a bit like, wow, I'm kind of just here early at the exclusive
yeah.
exclusive nightclub. It's like if you went to a VIP area and everything was just hovering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no walls. So I've clipped into the VIP area. My torso's jutting out of the floor
The
of the
wine's
VIP
still
area.
grapes. Yeah, I'm sure we drink soon. Yeah,
Or the
everyone
sec-
at the party is babies, and you're gonna wait for them to grow up, and then you can have a conversation.
All the sexy strippers are just T-posing,
Yeah,
like flying around the room. You're like, oh, this is not strip club early access.
I feel so lucky to be here right now.
Yeah, beta testing a strip club. Sorry, the ragdoll effect on the bouncers is really.
Sorry, did you say all the strippers were babies? I think I missed that bit.
No, forget the babies. The strippers are all adults,
Oh,
and that's
God.
not problematic.
Oh my God.
Daycare, sexy daycare.
Yeah. Well,
Suddenly, I remember hearing the word strippers and babies and was like, no, I don't think.
so the strippers are all T-posing, so they
Yeah.
can't actually remove any clothing, and the bouncers are ragdolling all over the
bouncers
place,
are just
which makes them very scary to avoid.
Yeah, the babies are crying.
It's so hard to get in.
Ragdolling bouncer is very person who moves between the chain carriages during a journey energy. Do you know what I mean? You got, I'm really slam the door in between. I feel very nervous. Ragdolling in real life would make you so scared of someone.
Just an arm with absolutely no joint limitation.
Yeah,
Just spinning like a helicopter blade as you stomp down the tube carriage.
This does not bring us on to the main topic of the day. What it could bring us on to is let's do an early plug for our Patreon. If you like what you hear and you want to hear more of us every week, and you're like, I cannot wait until next Thursday to hear more Button Boys, you can sign up to our Patreon. It is literally the price of a cup of coffee a month, and you get an extra episode every single week.
Yeah.
So it works out to be about £1 extra per episode. But you get a whole additional episode every single week on the day that this one comes out.
We need you.
We need you, for God's sake. We don't do this for a production company or anything. We've just literally set this up ourselves with producer Ben. And we'd love to have more of you on board if you want to join the Patreon. It's a good fun episode every single week.
Worms in a shed.
With 4 worms in a
We-
shed.
we-
And we want some money.
We are in a shed. Someone in the comments was nice enough to go, "Do you rent a studio?" And I thought,
Yeah,
at least the
you'd
shed
never
looks.
know. This isn't shed adjacent. There's no lawnmower.
It is. No, there's no lawnmower. Maybe we could mount one on the
It's
wall.
more an outhouse than shed. It's a shed. It's a building in a garden, so we all assume.
There's no
shed.
toilet.
There's no toilet.
That's not allowed.
You're not allowed to have an outhouse.
It counts as an accommodation if you have plumbing.
just a toilet. Well, you don't have to have plumbing to have a toilet.
It's true,
right?
and that's our inspiring message for the week.
Yeah.
You don't have to have plumbing to have a toilet.
Anybody can be a toilet.
For the moment a toilet exists, that's an accommodation. So if you just see one of those like so a portaloo is a home.
No, if it's plumbed.
Oh, if it's plum.
If it's plum.
It's been plum, yeah.
So yes, if it's a plum, then if it's a plum, then it's a hom. That's what the council says. So you need a different. Yeah, you can't plumb your shed. Your shed can have electricity and Wi-Fi and a podcast inside it
Yes.
and some worms
And a large hole full of shit.
Large hole full of shit.
and a bucket with some blue liquid in that you shit in.
Yes.
Which we're all sitting on now.
For our main topic each week, we also get your responses as well for each thing that we talk about. And if you want to get involved, you can sign up to just our free tier of the Patreon, which gives you access to our Discord, the chat app, which allows you to give your suggestions. Now, the topic in question.
Well, it stops us from forgetting because sometimes you guys are kind enough to send me stuff, say, like on Instagram, message requests and things like that. That's just harder for me to remember to put into the same like file as the Discord stuff. So
Absolutely. Keeps
if
your
you-
responses in one easy to manage
Exactly.
place.
And you're more likely to get your stuff on.
I want to talk about grubby hubs today. I love a hub area, okay?
Yeah.
Usually the starting area of a game or an area of a game that you constantly return to,
Yeah.
your main lobby. And I love them dearly, and I was wondering if you both enjoy them as well.
Does this count as a hub area?
Let's see, yeah.
So
This.
Where we are now.
this is our hub area.
This is the hub area, yeah.
Yeah.
There
You
are
can
so
upgrade the
many
posters.
enemies outside.
Oh yeah,
But we're
yeah,
safe
yeah,
in
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Outside, there's a zombie with a torch just going. In I think Medal of Honor Pacific
Okay.
for the PC, there was a kind of hub area. I'm really struggling to like the menu was a hub area.
Okay, yeah.
And it was set up to be like the kind of place you go back to in the World War II Pacific Theater between like missions in real life. So it had like your cot, your military cot and your
Oh.
bunk and stuff in like a little tent. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and they were constantly playing. What I liked about it was that it was the not in the war, not fighting bit.
Yes.
So there was like someone's diary open. Like you couldn't read it, whatever. It was. This is old.
private.
Yeah. You try to. And the game would say that's private.
Hey,
Yeah.
oi, you keep your hands to yourself, mister. And you get this game over screen and the disc flies out. Fuck. Oh.
But it was constantly they had like an old timey radio, and they'd found real radio reports from World War II and put them on the radio. So it was like, I'm Walter Cronkite. Soviet forces have, and it was like updates from during when the game was
So
set.
you can't walk around in this area. It just shows you a little diary.
I can't remember. I have a memory of being able to walk around a little bit, but it might be a false memory. I looked on YouTube to try and see if anyone had done any screen capping of it, but it's quite an old game, so not really. But that was very peaceful, and it was quite tropical because you're in the Pacific, so there was a kind of sound of the sea and...
But it had like real DJs and stuff like, yeah, DJ Walter here with your tunes on a Friday night. Mixie's got in touch. He says, keep the Edith Piaf coming.
I'm dancing around the kitchen.
Having tripe for dinner. Double rations tonight. All right, we'll be back after this. This is White Cliffs of Dover.
This one's for June, whose 3 sons have just died. Yeah.
That impression is horrible. Horrible.
It's every and no radio station.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's AI radio.
Well,
I like that hub.
A crucial part of a hub area, I think, is safety.
Yeah.
There's nothing going to happen. Helldivers, I think, has this as well. That area you keep returning to, the main spaceship.
Your battleship. Yes, the battleship on
Take us through
Helldivers is nice, yeah. So whether you're playing with your friends or you're on your own, you've got your own kind of like big sort of combat starship thing. You're on the deck of it, a bit like being on the deck of the Enterprise. And you can select missions from there and upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. And it's all very... It's a combination between Starship Troopers, which is the closest reference point, and Star Trek and Star Wars. So imagine if it Star Wars aesthetically, so like kind of helmeted men with capes and laser guns, but Star Trek in terms of it's humans versus everyone else, and you have a kind of deck you can walk around and talk to the other humans in. And there's quite funny like fake propaganda and stuff.
Yes.
So you can go and look at like the TV, and it'll play some insane video of like, you know, bullets are just patriotism made small and stuff like that. And you're like, ha, 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 ha.
But it's a hangout space waiting for like your mate to connect to the internet.
Yes, and when, like, for example, when Glenn joins my Helldivers team, what happens is it plays like fake, silly patriotic music, like pa 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 pa, and the other player enters your ship through a kind of
Oh, I like that.
stars in their eyes.
You
kind
see
of
them
smoke.
come in.
Yeah.
You see them come in,
Tonight,
and
Matthew.
you can hug them as they come in. You hug them hello and go, hey.
Because it's nice seeing them arrive. A lot of the time in online games, someone just suddenly appears in the lobby. They just exactly.
Yeah, horrible.
Lilybrick, I don't know if you agree with this one, Sarah. Lilybrick says the House of Hades in Hades.
I was going to say Hades.
Hades is fucking brilliant. This one.
Lovely.
Yeah, they've said the way it encourages you to engage in little routines before going out to the next run is absolutely perfect because it has this Groundhog Day-esque element of whenever you die in Hades, because it is a roguelite, you emerge from this little pool of blood in the exact same location, and
You have to speak to your dad.
Your dad is directly in front of you. You always got to talk to him, and there's about 10 NPCs.
Yeah.
But crucially, every single time you talk to them, regardless of how well or badly your run has gone, they've got new stuff to say.
Yeah, yeah.
So I do
That's
the
good.
same pattern of the same NPCs each time, and I really enjoyed it. And you're gradually unlocking new areas as well, making it bigger as well. That side of it is really, really nice. I think a crucial thing for me is just people having new stuff to say each time you go back.
Yeah.
That's always a nice element. The pub in Dishonored, that's a big ImSim, has a lot of this where over the course of a game people have new stuff to say.
Yeah.
Souls-likes have this in every game. They always have, like, obviously there's Filing Shrine in Dark Souls that we talk about on the Patreon.
I don't like filing shrine.
I was gonna
It's
ask.
not safe, is it? I mean, no, it kind of is.
Nothing's going on.
I was going to say, I don't like Filing Shrine because, like you say, there's a small fire with a depressed man,
Yeah.
and that's it.
No, but gradually people arrive and they
It's like
leave and there's
going
new
to
merchants.
Stonehenge on a rainy day.
Your issue is you killed a few of the merchants, so it's not as busy as it could have been.
Would Skullboy, my best friend, have been there?
Skullboy.
The one
The man who I chopped.
Quite early on, merchant.
He lives in fucking Zombie Village, and he sells you bombs.
He always stays there. But certain people who you free or rescue, they eventually
I
arrive.
swear it's Henry
Oh,
Packer.
I've killed so many of those guys.
Yes, I know. What I quite like, the best areas in Souls games that are hubs are the ones that are separate to the game, and so you know they're fully safe. It's not a case of the moment I go outside I'll get killed. They're just in a separate menu. You just get teleported to them. So Round Table Hold in Elden Ring has this, and the Nexus in Demon Souls is my favourite for this, where over the course of a game, more people just keep arriving and arriving and arriving.
Call of Duty started hubifying itself.
The
Black
latest
Ops
Black
ones.
Ops, the big mansion.
A big mansion that you can upgrade and
What's
sort
the
of...
point of a hub in that game?
So the Black Ops version of the game, as opposed... Because, you know, they swap.
Between Modern Warfare, some of the series is Modern Warfare.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about Call of Duty
So-
because it was just at some point something in my brain went boy. Stupid boy game.
It's worth trying
it
one,
is.
but if you've seen footage of it and you're like, I know it's not for me, then you know it's not for you. It's
I
not going to
think
surprise you.
I actually probably could get into it.
I would
because,
love-
not saying not boy, but just for some reason I was just like, I just can't be.
It doesn't. It doesn't allure.
Yeah.
Due to some kind of rights thing, I can't remember what it is, but the IP is split between two companies, so they make them in alternating chapters. That was the deal they came to.
Reminds me of that advert about Kit Kats. Did you ever see that advert? Where
Yes.
it's those two brothers and they had one stick each or something? Is that Kit Kat advert?
What?
Oh, it was Twix.
Was it Twix?
Yeah, the two sticks.
The two,
Twix,
it's Twix. Yeah.
Yeah, well, imagine that, but with Call of Duty.
Okay.
So every...
It was a big chocolatey game.
Yeah, big
Oh,
chocolatey
so
game.
dripping.
A lot of chocolate in it.
Just don't say dripping.
Fucking, I bet there's a Willy Wonka skin in fucking Call of Duty by now.
So it's got to be a Chalamet skin, but maybe in one of his different roles, like Beautiful Boy, where he played like a drug addict, and Steve Carell was really upset.
Your teammates died in the chocolate river. It's up to you now.
Your teammate's struggling with addiction.
Your teammate's had his head tapped by a big squirrel and he's been put in a big pipe and it's unclear what's happened to
Your
him.
teammate keeps blowing Army Hammer. Come on, man. We're pinned down here. Can you stop sucking off someone significantly older than you?
You're blowing him and you're not even rezzing me?
Can you stop having a heart-to-heart with your dad?
So
No, I get it now.
one is one Call of Duty will be war tanks bang bang time.
Yeah.
The other one will be sneaky spy SAS time.
So that's Black Ops.
Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
Black
then the
Ops will
other
have a
one
hub.
is
Black Ops will be more hubby.
okay. 'cause
Blops
you're-
is what we call it.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
blops. I've never heard blops.
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 Yeah. Blops.
Call of Duty blops.
Yeah.
That sounds like
It's not that much easier than saying Black Ops, is it?
Exactly. It feels as though Peter Serafinowicz would say.
Blops.
It feels like a weird synonym for like very specific diarrhea.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
called blops.
I've got the
It's-
blops again.
yeah.
Can't come out tonight. Got blops.
Got blops.
Yeah. Sorry, are you playing Call of Duty or did you eat the lamb earlier and it was bad? Which is it? Yeah.
Both. I'm playing it on the toilet. There's a hub.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've made it a bit more like, would you like to investigate the East German spy in Berlin? Or
So
maybe
it's-
click this mission.
So you're going back to it to sort of get your orders.
Make your own decisions as well, and you
Yeah.
can talk to the other characters. And then the thing is that because it's still Call of Duty, that's why I'm interested in seeing 7 that's coming out. The
So
Black Ops that's coming out.
7's going to be a Black Ops. It's Black
Yes.
Ops year.
But every Blops, it gets a bit more not like a Call of Duty game and a bit
Mm.
more like it's got hubs and you have to talk to the NPC to get a clue. And there's a sneaking element to the missions. And now the new Blops looks like it takes place entirely in the hallucinations of a particular mind.
Ugh.
So it's getting quite Samuel Beckett play.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting quite surreal. But you would choose in the most recent Blops, you would talk to the NPCs and they'd say things like, "I don't trust that guy," blah blah blah, and you have to make a choice about who to save.
I'm going to play Blops. I think I promised this maybe 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah,
I'm going to play Blops.
Yeah.
I would be fascinated to hear what you think of one of the Blops.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
do that. If not this week, then next week.
Yeah.
And then
In
I
this
will
life or the
feedback. Yeah.
Philip,
Then you hear I've killed myself.
She died of Blops.
they're playing in the next life. Okay, yeah, got it. All right, you do you. I'll see you soon.
I will do anything not to play.
Button Boys.
Phil M87 says, "You're shipping the Mass Effect games. Love." Sorry, I don't know what that's mean. I don't know why. I don't know, Phil. That was mean, and I'm
so
sorry.
rude.
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want with correspondence. You can make it like, oh, this correspondence stinks. But I completely agree with this. You're shipping them.
It's just.
I was genuinely a second where I thought, oh, is this someone I'm supposed to dislike as well?
I know,
sorry.
yeah.
This is-
I fully was like, oh, it's going to be a shitty opinion.
I was
No,
so ready
this
to
is Phil
join in.
M87
Yeah.
who's given a really good opinion.
just goes to show how much influence you have over us.
Yeah, we were both ready to go. Yeah, let's get him.
Okay, let's kill
Yeah,
Phil.
whenever I come back home, Katie's always like, "How's the podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah, Sarah said this really funny thing where they were like, I've been playing Breath of the Wild." Sarah doesn't sound like that. You're
But
shipping the
do
Mass Effect
sometimes.
games. Lovely to just be able to catch up with everyone and get their take on the last mission. That's something you love about Hub. You come back, everyone's got a little opinion. And also in Mass Effect, the Normandy, which is, yes, Andy No suggested the Normandy from Mass Effect as well, is just where you develop those relationships with people and you can end up romancing them, which, as Phil says, you get the occasional awkward, oops, I complimented you one too many times, that you then automatically have sex with them. Do you know sometimes you end up sometimes in a game, like because of the romance options, you end up sort of going, I've accidentally been flirting with this character the whole time. I had no idea.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
I've seen so much online about Mass Effect and the people banging each other.
Yes.
But I've got no idea. I know no more than that it's possible.
So the rules of that game are if you flirt and flirt and flirt and flirt and flirt
It will happen.
without you really wanting it to.
Essentially, yeah, you can accidentally flirt with people. I mean, usually the conversation options are quite clearly, oh, wait, this is definitely flirtation. But usually you're just trying to be nice to someone and compliment them. The way it works in Mass Effect is you've got your main missions, your main sci-fi missions. You keep returning to your hub, and the idea is you've got all your various companions who you take out on missions, and you have conversations with them, and you want them on your side, and you want them to like you, because at the end of Mass Effect 2, famously, you have a big suicide mission. And if you basically had all of your companions on board and you know them well and you've improved their skill set and you assign them to the right tasks, they can all survive.
So it's best to fuck the lot, is what you're saying.
Best to try and
For the sake of the
However,
mission.
Yeah.
If there are some people you neglect, you don't know them too well, literally every single one of your companions can die and you can just end the game being like, this is really unhappy. It was a very famous thing they did. It was a very risky sort of thing to basically end the game on this, oh my God, everyone around me might die. But some games force you into it. Red Dead Redemption 2. A lot of people have been in touch about that as a hub area because of a different camp. So you start on Horseshoe Overlook and then you move on into this more sort of like desert deep south sort of area.
Yeah.
You get your big abandoned mansion just outside of the main city.
Oh, I liked the mansion.
Which one was your favourite?
I think probably Horseshoe Overlook, but I think
Because that's the first one.
you spend a lot of time and it does feel really homey.
Yeah, even though it's fully outdoors.
Yeah.
Like there's only one like indoors area you get, and that's the old sort of house. But what I like about Red Dead is when you come back home after a mission, and the game doesn't necessarily encourage you to do that, but when you do come back home after a mission, you can wash and fill up with ammunition and donate money to the camp. But there'll be certain people awake or asleep based on what time you arrive. And Uncle might be drunk by the fire. Someone might be singing a song. Mary Beth might be like, hey, do you want to play dominoes? And it just felt so like, this is happening in real time. This isn't like...
Yeah, you could have some soup or something.
You could have soup, yeah.
A little
What
bowl
would
of
that
soup.
do?
It gives you a little health boost.
Does
You
it?
get
Like a little,
Yeah.
or like a little warmth thing, or something. There's something that's like
Plus
a
10 soup.
Yeah, but because after you had soup, you wouldn't be allowed to have soup again for a little while because it'd be like, you've had your soup.
yeah. That's your portion of soup.
We're making it sound insane when in reality it was really immersive and felt real.
Yeah.
But Arthur would down his soup and like if you played it in first person as well, Arthur would like take a few spoonfuls and the amount of soup would just get big. And
Did
then he
soup
would.
fortify you, or was that because that's things like sort of gum and
Yes, I think it probably
coffee.
gave you like a couple of extra bars of help. You'd be
Yeah.
like, people are sort of like that Bible in his pocket, stop that bullet. They'd be sort of
Yeah.
like, oh, that minestrone really saved Arthur's life on that occasion.
I drank so much soup, I survived a shootout.
But he got shot. It was like a barrel in a cartoon, just loads of just oxtails just coming out of all these various pores.
I ate so much ramen that I won a fight. I can believe that, though, because they punch you in the stomach and you would just immediately throw ramen up all over them and they would...
Yeah,
sort
they'd
of-
hate it.
What
They'd
the
absolutely,
fuck?
yeah. All right, I'm leaving you.
Okay.
Yeah. Any particular hub areas that you've seen on the Discord, or ones where you're like, oh, this is what I like. This is cozy. It's about the acquisition of NPCs. It expands over the course of the game. It progresses the storyline along. Anything you look out for in an area? Anything you want in a hub?
Horizon has a few nice areas.
Forbidden West, the second one,
yeah,
of course.
yeah, and they're very fun and interactive and have the similar atmosphere of marketplace kind of thing.
Yeah.
You could go and get some cooked food and stuff like that. What I sort of find funny about those areas is like you just cross an invisible boundary and then you can no longer like kill the chickens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside, I was allowed to do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah,
now they're fucking
I've
protected
been
by the Queen.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like swans.
they're impervious to anything.
It's weirder in hub areas where it lets you still get your weapons out. They're just now impotent. Like Red Dead forces you to walk. That's the only irritating thing about the Red Dead hubs.
Yeah, and you can't ride your horse through the camp.
Yeah, and you go, just let me.
Let me ride
I
my
want to see
fucking
what
horse.
happens.
I'm Arthur fucking Morgan. I'll
Yeah.
ride my horse where I want to.
Forbidden West, though, has that little mountain bunker thing that you gradually sort of expand over the course and you unlock more rooms and it gets bigger and bigger. I was thinking, I'm not sure if it counts necessarily as a hub game, but there's a survival game called Subnautica where you land in basically an alien planet, but it's almost entirely submerged in water.
Yeah.
And you're in your little capsule, and your capsule isn't really big enough to hold you. And it's quite good early on to be like, I'm going to cook fish in here. I'm going to, replenish my oxygen in here. But after a while, you have to start gathering metals and creating your own base. And what's really nice is starting off with a base that's literally just one square, and then eventually you can afford to get another square, and then you can make a bedroom, and gradually your own hub area is getting bigger because of what you're doing. Because it reminds me of when I moved into my flat with Katie towards the end of 2019, every single room needed refurbishing, and we had builders basically living with us for months. Then lockdown happened and the builders had to leave, and what it meant was there were entire rooms of our flat that we couldn't access because there was just nothing in them. There was just no floor. It was just like it hadn't rendered properly. But what happened was when lockdown restrictions eased slightly, the builders were able to sort of come back. Nature was healing. The builders are returning. That they'd sort of they'd then be able to work on rooms bit by bit, and it felt really satisfying, like in a video game. But after 6 months, we were like, we've unlocked bedroom 2, and suddenly we were able to like go into a new room. It felt really
the most
nice.
Positive telling of what is a horrific story.
In 100 years, when video games are old-fashioned, you'll be saying like, we had to pretend it was nothing but a big game.
Yeah.
Like talking about the Blitz,
Yeah, when in
It's like
reality,
hide and seek under London.
it sounds like I'm really delusional about a horrible event like on Blanche Dubois or something like that. They were just friends I'd never met yet. Any you encountered?
The Medal of Honor thing, I like the Blops hubs. I don't like Firelink Shrine. Someone on the Discord, who was it, made the good point that, for example, the pirate ship in the Assassin's Creed pirate ship
Yes.
one,
So
is
like
that a hub? Because you can upgrade it and you're always there.
And you're travelling around in it. It's just a moving house. It's Hal's moving castle.
I suppose
Ooh, yeah.
it doesn't stay safe though.
Goat
If
harasser.
that is
Do you know what? That's a really good point.
is that sort of criteria for a hub?
Yeah.
In terms of movement, Broadbean says the cars in Gran Turismo have some pretty nice hubs. #puntastic. Fuck off.
I think they must know about your grown-tastic pun slinging.
Well, Mega Slippers said, because I did say on the Discord, let's bend the rules of hubs slightly. What do you consider a hub? Because a main menu could be a hub, but Mega Slippers says, I'd like to extend it to busy locations in massively multiplayer online role-playing games. Like, for instance, the bank in RuneScape. Did either of you ever play RuneScape?
No.
Yeah, yes.
Free, isometric, just like World of Warcraft, but very, very simply animated. But you were just in a world with hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of other people.
So many.
Just walking around, chopping trees and trying to just engage in little side quests and stuff. But
it was infuriating as well, like World of Warcraft, where it was like you have to like smack a tree with an axe thousands of times to level up just the axe chopping skill.
it was just full of people with more free time than you.
It was full of people who can't have been able to feed and clothe themselves because they were spending so much time on RuneScape. You just think, but you must be 11 and never leave your room because how do you have every single, you upgrade armor? So you start with like leather, fucking wooden hats and stuff, and they've all got like adamantium,
This is the
like
opposite of what I'm
cobalt
patient
purple
about
armor.
in a game.
Exactly. You'd go. It has to be a full-time
Give
job.
me something fun straight away.
I would
This
love.
is like a fucking Zelda.
love-
Give me a fucking jacket so I can stop dying in the cold.
I would love for you to watch a YouTube video just sort of broadly outlining what RuneScape is, and I would love
Okay.
to hear the horror in your reaction.
Okay, I'll do that.
I did like, though, the safe locations, like going to the bank, because if you did want to cash in some of your stuff, you go, I don't want to lose all my stuff here.
Yeah.
Same with like a Souls game. You go, I've got all this spare souls in my back pocket. I've done a cash gig. I've killed this boss. I've
So
killed
if you
Ornstein
died
Smoke.
in RuneScape, you'd lose your stuff.
Well-
Basically, but you could bank some of it, and I think that's quite good. I tell you what's got a really good banking system. Hollow Knight Silk Song. You currency is in the form of rosary beads.
Yeah.
Let's say you've got 80 rosary beads. You can buy a rosary necklace for 80 rosary beads, and that gives you 60 rosary beads banked. So you lose some of them,
Right.
but in order to have permanent ones in your back pocket that you go, I'm only going to cash these in when I'm at a shop. A bit like the in Dark Souls, Soul of a Lost Knight and all those sort of stuff.
Yeah,
So
they
you
just
bank
sit in
those
your-
when you need exactly.
I have a question about Silk Song from in the Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Big Ron says, just started Silk Song. I'll tell you this, the noises the little moss snail enemies make when you first enter Moss Home are really something. My wife was shouting in like, what are you watching in there? Almost certainly thinking it was something spicy.
Yeah.
Do they make like a pornographic noise?
No, they're quite. It's like
They
hey,
sexy moss snails.
It's like ha. It's like tennis, but okay, that's what like Hornet, the main character, that's what she sounds like.
Right.
There's a map guy. You have to buy your maps from a map guy who goes aye. There's that, which don't think sounds pornographic.
That's less sexy.
And then
that's not a noise that anyone makes during.
There's one bug in particular who I think they're talking about is really weak, and it crawls across the floor like on its tummy, and then when you get near it, it goes. Ugh, and it flops up towards you and you go, that's the one, that's patient zero, that's the fucking one right there.
All right.
So yeah, I do get that. There's lots of there's a lot of strange noises.
I will say this about RuneScape though. You lose your stuff if you die fighting one of the stupid computer enemies. You can't be fought by another player unless you go to a PvP area.
Okay.
Yeah, you literally had to go, let's take this outside.
Yeah. But what would happen is incredibly leveled up trolls would stand just in the PvP area. And when you type a message on RuneScape, it would appear above your head. And they would type like, free gold, like, I have a spare sword made of fucking rubies or whatever. And new players would go, to go and trade. And they'd just immediately be decapitated.
Yeah, that's fucking
You're right, especially considering the age of the people playing it. You go, you're luring 11-year-olds into the woods, are we?
Yeah.
to kill them.
Yes, only to kill them. There's nothing sexual.
It's just about making them angry and sad.
Because we can't fuck them because it's not a feature of the game.
Yeah, but Sassy Foods agreed with they said Orgrimmar. I think I may be getting it wrong with World of Warcraft. I've never played it, but they were like going to like an auction house or something like that. It really makes you, and seeing a big carnival of people on their interesting mounts, like in RuneScape, the people with all their fancy equipment, and you go, it's aspirational. You go, that could be me. It's like seeing people at the Met Gala. Astrate says, stretching it slightly, that's what we want. I love the Mind Palace that Saga has in Alan Wake 2. Now, in between the missions in Alan Wake, your character being a detective, Saga can go in basically her Mind Palace, and a Mind Palace is basically her home, and it's like a real sort of wooden cabin. And you connected bits of paper with bits of string and photographs, and you make your own detective board.
That's not a mind palace.
No, but it is.
It's a mind cabin with a mind notice board.
That's what I mean. It's in like it's her own
Call this
interpretation.
a palace?
Yeah.
You could have imagined any building.
Radical Red again on Hollow Knight, perhaps because I've been playing it, but Dirtmouth in Hollow Knight is great. That's where you start off. Comes off lonely at the start, but you slowly get more and more people, and it feels like a village as well. And you get like a traveling troupe of musicians at one point. That's what I want. I want people to come into my area. I want them to, I want to get to know people.
There's a sort of like in the same way that Overcooked has that sort of quite arbitrary thing where you're driving a bus over a map.
Oh yeah, you drive between the kitchens.
But that is a hub that is pointless. Like it could just be a pop-up that goes, do you want to do the next one?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Why build this thing in?
Sackboy has a similar thing where there's a little bit of interactivity in that it'll be like, how do you want to get to the next bit where you then choose to go into the level? But then there's just sort of a random, I think it's Zom's Emporium, where you can spend your bells. I think they're bells.
And it's for cosmetics, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just for different clothing items that don't actually do anything. And so,
It just sounds...
are they bells? I think they're bells.
It sounds like you've made it up.
Yeah.
You want to go to Zom's Emporium.
Yeah.
Spend your bells.
But this is a really good game. But
Yeah.
this is completely pointless features of it, where you go like, oh, no, I don't want to. And the bells, I don't think you can spend your bells on anything else.
Yeah.
Astrobot does it nicely, but it's got a gacha machine in which literally you just like you pull a lever and little balls come out like you get on like a seaside sort of resort, and they have little cosmetics and they're fine. But based on how many of Astro's bots you've rescued over the course of the game, that hub area allows you to access new places because you'll go to like a cliff face and it will say you need 50 little Astrobots.
Yeah.
And once you've acquired 50 Astrobots, all those Astrobots are hanging around the map. They'll all run together, stand on each other's shoulders and create like a ladder that you then walk up, and you use the people you've acquired to unlock new areas, and that really feels like a sense of achievement because you go, every one of those is someone I've discovered and I've found myself.
Yeah.
We've had a couple. Sorry.
Whereas Little Big Planet, which was the game before Slack,
That was suggested by someone on the Discord as well.
they had sort of 3 kind of hubby areas in different locations that were really fun, and you had to kind of find the missions within them.
1 Inch Ashes, I think, was something magical about the pod from Little Big Planet. It's such a cute area that everyone could
the
decorate
pod.
in different ways. And it made
that-
joining other people's games fun in itself.
Yeah, and if somebody joins your game, they sort of pop into existence there, and that's quite sweet. And
nice.
The pod is nice. And it looks down onto the world of Little Big Planet.
I think one of the things that makes a good hub is stuff like the good animation of people arriving if they can, and as you say, always having different chat options as opposed to just the constant crazy weather we're having every day for the rest of your life.
Well, this is a completely silent one. Jenny has suggested Lara Croft's home in the PlayStation 1 Tomb Raider. So it was you walk around, locking the butler in the freezer, riding a quad bike around a racetrack, but it was quite lonely.
And also there's a sense of we've made our own fun there, haven't we? The game they didn't make that game going, well, let's put a feature in where you can lock the butler into the freezer.
But what they did end up with, you remember whenever you got her, and if you got her to leap in the pool, then and you left the game, it would always end with her going, now let's get out of these wet clothes. And then it would go back to the menu, and it made everyone think, I was just about to see her naked. That's what it had. I haven't misremembered that, have I?
I don't remember.
Oh, fuck.
Can't say I remember that at all.
Think you haven't. I just remember everyone being obsessed when we were kids with the idea that there was some secret level where you would see the most triangular naked woman you've ever seen in your life.
That girl with the hexagonal head. I hope something happens between me and her. Absolutely wild. There was no sense of what her personality was. A hexagonal head with just a really fucking pendulous ponytail.
It was a different time. We were starved of breasts back then, weren't we? We would have taken the pixelated triangles.
Yes, exactly. And I guess a kind of pixelated triangular bush.
Yes.
For full Lara Croft nudity.
This next one, I've accidentally tagged the person.
Do you think the butler would have minded? I do wish my employer was less eccentric.
Naked and locking me in the freezer.
Naked and locking me in the freezer, and she comes back with looted artifacts. I don't know if I should tell the International Criminal Court.
Yeah.
My wife keeps telling me to quit my job.
Alfred never had to put up with this shit.
She says these antiques are from a conflict area. Oh, God. I saw a dead dinosaur, I think.
Grave robbing again, is it, Miss Grubb?
I draw the line at the bush, Miss Grubb.
Grave robbing is one thing. Lara Croft is so rich and so bored that she goes grave robbing. That is literally the plot.
It's a more sinister version of a Thomas Crown affair. At least he only stole paintings. How did she get her first taste for it? Do you reckon she robbed her grandfather's recently dug grave and then got into it that way?
It's sometimes you see the news stories of some incredibly rich or privileged or stupid person that goes and tries to take a brick from Pompeii.
Oh yeah,
and they have to they get arrested and they have to fly back and return it and apologize to the Italian government. Or rich Americans will just buy ancient Egyptian artifacts illegally from the Egyptian government or not.
You don't think it was just dead mouse in a sandbox? As a kid,
maybe that young.
Her first find.
First find.
Yeah.
But it's a gateway thing. Remember when Winona Ryder got arrested for stealing from a boutique shop in LA years ago?
Yeah, free Winona.
And there was that chef that was shoplifting cheese.
What?
The celebrity chef was shoplifting cheese. I can't remember which one. A guy.
They all went on to rob. Winona Ryder went on to rob loads of graves.
Well,
do you remember this?
Sacred temples.
Yeah. She was found in Howard Carter's tomb. As in, what? Not Tutankhamun. She raided Howard Carter's grave.
See how you like it.
Fucking like it. And she got killed by the mummy's curse, for Howard Carter's curse.
Yes.
Winona Ryder's been dead for years.
Yeah.
Where is she?
So
she comes back. Winona Ryder is a mummy.
She's a mummy.
This one comes from Jork. I'll put forward the camp from Expedition 33. Claire Obscure, one of the biggest games of the year. Is going to win a hell of a lot of Game of the Year awards this year. The camp, it's a little camp and it's a perfect RPG-style camp. It's in its own separate area, but all your people are gathered around a fire. You get to chat to them. And then there's a few nooks and crannies to explore. And it allows you to fully take in the story, process what you've experienced so far. Loads of people suggested the camp in Baldur's Gate's free. The nice thing about that is that you can go to the camp whenever you want. And wherever you make camp, it will now be in a version of the area you've just been exploring. So let's say you're in the outer, in the overworld, in the desert or whatever, in the countryside, and you make camp, it will be in the countryside. If you're down exploring tombs and you make camp, it will be in a tomb. And that feels really nice.
Moving.
It's moving, and but it's its own separate area that's been made specially for you, and you can talk to everyone. And obviously in Baldur's Gate, everyone's fucking, so that just sort of makes it a bit more exciting.
Yes, you sort of feel like if you were on a really dangerous quest with you could be killed, if all of us decided to go do essentially gold platinum DFE across a conflict area, it would be dangerous.
Guys, I'm not interested. I don't want to.
Yeah, but what we'd end up fucking.
No. What I mean is,
why wouldn't we?
Well, we might, but the point is, it would make it even more stressful. You're being attacked by goblins and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You just go, let's add banging each other into this dynamic.
Yeah, let's complicate this emotionally as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's wrong with us?
I made a vow.
There should be a.
I'm serious.
There should be a bit in.
We're in the middle of a conflict zone. Platinum Duke of Edinburgh got a lot going on. You want no one else.
That's true. So you see it as like a therapeutic time filling kind of thing.
Well, I just feel like it's a bit offensive.
There should be a bit at the end of Baldur's Gate where you all go back to your fucking hobbit homes and you'll go, yeah, I think we were just on a quest.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was the last week, and it was
It
we
got
needed
really-
to get out of our system.
You
It
were the
got
first
really freaky on tour.
Yeah. You were the first demon person I'd ever seen, and now I've met about 100.
Well, thank you everyone who got in touch. I really appreciate all your suggestions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've got talking of quests, and you were saying you can make a camp in a tomb and things. I have a gripe/question, because I don't know if I'm right about this.
Okay.
To have a problem with it. It's
Right.
realism linked.
Okay.
You know, in films and in games, when people are going down a tunnel in a tomb,
Yeah.
or they're hundreds of miles beneath the earth, how are they lighting their way?
Fiery torch.
Fiery torch.
Yeah.
What is in low supply?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Surely you're just accelerating your own death from the complete lack of ventilated oxygen.
Yeah.
And also just generally realism. You go to a long abandoned tomb that no one's ever been in. There's thousands of torches. They're all lit. They're all fueled.
Oh, they're
by,
already ready to go. Yeah, yeah. They're
Fueled
eternally burning.
by animal
Yeah,
fat
they're
or
somehow
whatever.
not damp.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Uncharted always has this in all the series. Nathan Drake always arrives at a tomb and he goes, oh, damn it, the mercenaries must have gotten here just now. So you have to assume that the people who have arrived just before you,
That's clever.
they're the ones who lit up
Oh,
the
it's
path.
good of them to lit the torch.
Isn't it nice of them and not put them out afterwards?
Yeah.
I think
Mercenaries treating the tomb like an Airbnb.
Leave it as you found it as a cleaning
Everything's laid
fee.
out, you know.
They put a hot water bottle in the bed.
Yeah, but I think it's a suspension of disbelief thing, like Sean Astin in Lord of the Rings. You know the story where
Yes.
the Nazgul come up, and he basically said to because they're all having like a fry up sort of thing in the middle of the. And Frodo gets so pissed off that they've like lit a campfire, but the scene's really, really well lit. And Sean Astin said to like the set dresser or whatever, he was like, "Where's the bacon come from?" And they were like, "Same place as the tomatoes." He said, he was like, why can I see the Nazgul? Where's all the lighting come from? Where's the light come from? And she went, the same place as the music. And you just go, oh yeah, of course, because it's nonsense.
It's a film.
So I think we just have to go, well, do you want fire in the same way that like horror films these days now have to have a bit where someone has to put their phone in a Ziploc bag and put it away so you can now remove technology from the equation as to why they can't get out.
Yeah.
I've just been watching, along with the rest of everyone my age, The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Oh, we're watching that at the moment.
And
yeah.
a lot of people are going. They're annoyed at the realism of the final episode because the main character has moved to Paris and she's got a gorgeous apartment. And I was listening to a podcast about it yesterday, and they were just like, "Yeah, I mean, she couldn't afford her apartment. She couldn't afford the clothes she's wearing. She's wearing like clothes that worth thousands of pounds, but." Same as what we said. Do you want happiness or do you want the truth?
Yes, he said, do you want the truth?
We don't want to see her in a piece of shit apartment. We don't want to see her in
our old friend, the
ripped
Dial.
clothes. Yeah.
Like the way she interacts with her friends and the way they're on the beach and they're like chasing each other and stuff like that, you go, that's not what me and my friends have ever done.
No, nobody's.
It would change our relationship forever. If I just chased one of you, you'd go, what the fuck? It was so weird.
Yeah,
Glenn chased me on the
chasing.
beach.
Or just let you catch me and go, what now?
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it was the summer I turned pretty, let me have my fun.
If we're getting into the realism of The Summer I Turned Pretty, it is a woman torturing two traumatized boys. Everyone's going, oh, are you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah? Get them help.
Yeah.
Get them away
Yeah,
from
she's such
her.
a narcissist. Her main takeaway from that year was, it's the summer I turned pretty.
Yeah.
What is fucking wrong with you?
Their mum died.
Yeah.
And I got loads of attention. That's probably what the show's about.
Yeah. It's like the idea of being grossly affected by 9/11 and remembering it as like, that's the day the Nickelback album came out. Yeah, Silver Side Up came out that day.
That's the day the Nickelback album came out for me.
Yeah. Right, we've all got gripes. We're going to get more into the gripes. Let's take this over to the Patreon. As I said, if you want more Button Boys in your life, we have a full episode every single week, which you can get by signing up to the Patreon. If you just want to get involved in the Discord, because next week's episode is all going to be about music in games and our favourite themes from games, our favourite soundtracks from games. We want you to vote on which ones are your favourite and suggest your own ones as well. So if you want to get involved, then do sign up to our Discord, which you can do by signing up to the free tier of our Patreon.
I've just realised something. This is our hub. And the more people who sign up to the Patreon, the more we can upgrade the hub.
Yes, and we're acquiring NPCs. Oh, this caravan stopped by full of people. And
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see us get a new Glenn?
what?
You want to see you want to see squeezed between me and Glenn, a charismatic bard who upgrades our banter with little songs?
Yeah.
Flash forward 3 years' time and we've got huge headdresses on.
It's all legendary equipment on both of them.
Yeah, like a purple podcast microphone that looks like it's on fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, if you do enjoy the podcast, do give us a nice 5-star rating on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. And remember to like and subscribe on YouTube as well. You can watch these episodes in full. So make your way over to YouTube and please do that. But we will see you next week for our big video game soundtrack episode. Thank you so much, Sarah Keyworth, and for today's special guest, Pierre Novelli.
Thanks,
Where can
Pierre
people find
Novelli.
you, Pierre?
Thanks for coming in.
In my shed.
We'll see you next week. Auf Wiedersehen.
Button Boys.